Welcome to a special edition of Hollywood Headlines. Tonight I'm joined, as you can see in this picture here, this is two world-class athletes. One of those two is joining me tonight, not Somebeachsomewhere, but Brent McGrath, who trains. How's the big guy doing, Brent?
He's good. He's had a really good week, Bobby. He come out of the mile strong, and he needed that race, and he's tearing the barn down there today when we left, and we had to take him out of the stall for a couple of strolls around the yard to just get his mind off of trying to tear the barn down.
Now, what are you doing differently this week than last week in terms of training?
Well, we tightened him up real good on Monday, which was a 6-day training for last week, and this week, of course, it's a 7-day or Sunday. I'm sorry, last week, and this week it's a 7-day, and he trucked, and I'm not going to be very tough on him. I wasn't very tough on him last week. I trucked him down last week, and I didn't train him at all. I will just spin him a mile tomorrow, the day before Friday, and a mile and 25 or 30, something like that.
When was the first hint that you had as to major talent?
When I qualified him the last time in Truro on a half in 2 minutes, come a quarter and 28 seconds with him.
That's Nova Scotia.
And Nova Scotia, yeah. And he did it very easy. He was well in hand, and we left for Ontario pretty sure that we had a gold colt, and that's no easy feat to have a gold colt. And when we got there, we trained him. Paul trained him before we went over to the Battle of Waterloo, and come a half and 55 with him, and he was very comfortable a half and 55. And the first question Paul asked me when he got off the bike was, "Is he paid into the Metro?" And I mean that was a pretty good sign. He win the Metro, or he win the Battle of Waterloo, of course. And before the Metro, there was a break, and we actually trained him a half and 53. And it was getting down then that we had a pretty serious horse.
Now he went 6 for 6 last year. He didn't race past the Metro. I got to think the way he looks now, a powerful, incredibly solid type horse, almost like an Incredible Hulk type thing. I got to think that he got a jump on his 3-year-old season a lot earlier than some of the others.
Well, my experience with babies has been if you shut them down early and shut them down good and healthy and strong, and your chances of them coming back good is certainly increased. And this colt was going to have to stay around. I didn't stay eligible to the Breeders' Crown last year, and I didn't stay eligible to the. There was another Governor's Cup, exactly. And we were going to, what our plan was originally, had he been a normal horse, we probably would have raced him in an OSS and tried to catch up in the super final. When it became obvious after he set the world record, and he come back after the world record in the Champlain or the Nazca Way, I'm not sure which, he kicked the quarter in 26 seconds flat on the end of a 51 mile on cruise control. And I mean, our focus then became the North American Cup and the Meadowlands pace, and we didn't see how it would benefit him to wait around another month and a half to race for a $300,000 race when we thought we had bigger things on the.
He caused quite a buzz last week after winning his elimination. I saw a major owner about a half hour down in the front paddock, and he says to me, "I have to become a part owner of this horse." How has your phone? How often has the phone been ringing? And tell us about inquiries into that.
We made it clear that we were not interested in selling the horse. The inquiries now are about breeding, and there's been lots of them. Pretty well all the farms have contacted us, and we probably will be doing something within the next 30 days on the horse's breeding career. His racing career is not leaving us. We're going to manage the horse. We are going to race the horse until the end of the season, and we're not going to be taking any partners on for that, and under any circumstances. And that's I shouldn't say under any circumstances. Things can change. It is not our intention or our plan to bring a partner in to race this horse.
I talked to Michael Chance about an hour ago. He drove Mach 3 once, the sire of this horse. And Michael Chance, I want to go to guys who know, and said to me he's a combination of Matt Scooter's gait, that's his grandsire, Nihilator's power, and Niatros's manners. And he said it very matter-of-factly. And I said, if Michael Chance is talking like that, I think it's kind of official. This is a real serious horse.
Yeah, he is a real serious horse. And I guess after that 53 half I was talking to, I mentioned a second ago, Paul said to me, this horse just did something that a lot of aged horses, a lot of invite horses can't do. I mean, Paul sat behind a lot of them, and that has been the norm. John Campbell was extremely high in the horse last year. The first time he seen him, and when he was up to Mohawk last year, he thought he was a great colt then, and who better qualified to judge a young horse than John Campbell?
Oh, you better believe it. Back in 1983, we had Rambling Willie. They had a book out, The Horse That God Loved. He came here. He put his hoof print on the book. Okay, when will we see Somebeachsomewhere again? Do we have to wait for the Breeders' Crown? And if it is the case, Can something like that maybe happen? Can we have maybe the fans and showcase the horse a little bit?
Well, it is the plan right now that his next race at the Meadowlands will be the Breeders' Crown. I mean, I've tried to accommodate all the media that have made requests of Some Beach and myself and our time, and we'll whatever is within reason that we can pull off without putting too much stress on him. I'm all about showing the horse to the fans and trying to promote this industry.
Not everybody with a great horse enjoys the ride. I think you are having a good time right now.
Yeah, I am having a great time because we have a great bunch of people involved in the horse, and there's no pressure in this deal. I mean, it was very stressful when he hurt his foot, and the big stress was with us the fact that this horse might not get to strut his stuff. I mean, and that was really the only pressure that was on us. We're all okay financially, and we weren't concerned about the money, but we did want this horse to be able to get on the track and show what he can really do.
The biggest crowd I've seen in the winner's circle here was with Varenne in the 2001 Breeders' Crown. Are we going to have something if he wins to maybe rival that?
Well, I don't know. There is quite a few people coming down from Canada. I mean, when we won the North American Cup, I don't know if we've seen the horse very much in the winner's circle. There's a good crowd coming, and I'm sure they'll all be in the winner's circle if we get there.
All right, Brent. Good luck Saturday night in the Meadowlands Pace.
Thank you very much.